Hi YouTube family, sorry about that, I'm back. Okay, so as I was saying, I just listened to a video from Dr. David Markham, and he's from Seattle. He talked about us being proactive in covert abuse. And so that's really the reason for my video today. I apologize in advance. I didn't do too much makeup today, so I only have lipstick on. But I want to speak up because I feel like a lot of women, a lot of, victims simply believe that because they have not been hit or they have not been yelled at or they have not been, aggressively in some form or fashion directly abused, that this type of abuse cannot possibly be considered abuse. Okay, in listening to a audiobook today regarding a sheep in wolf's clothing, doctor and psychiatrist George Simon talked about how when your intention to manipulate an individual is intentional, it's deliberate, it is premeditated. My narc premeditated all of his stories, come to find out from the mother-in-law that, it was all fabricated. It was all a lie. And when your intention, the person's intention, the narc, the covert narcissist intention is to intentionally manipulate their victim to get their benefit, which is to get whatever they want out of that scenario, that is considered a form of abuse. The reason is because they're so good at this craft in terms of manipulating us. And all the tactics that Dr. George Simon listed, my narc exhibited. Okay, I'm talking from minimization, minimizing at every angle, everything that, when I asked for a direct answer, let's minimize it. Let's not focus on the direct, rationalization. Okay, let's rationalize this scenario so that there's always a justification for the means. There's an end to the means. Leaves the victim questioning themselves. Okay, what am I doing? What did I say? Why isn't this going in my favor? What is the big deal? Let's sit down, talk it out. Diversion. My narcissist was notorious for diversion. I would even tell him, okay, so I'm going to ask you a question today, and we're going to have a conversation, but maybe you should prep me ahead of time so I can already know like what diversion you're going to intercede with. So just so that I'm, kind of like already mentally prepared. That's how bad it was. Okay. But we're talking, they're so good at their con because it's a brainwashing mechanism. And you know what's really funny? My sociopath covert narc would always say that he was the one that was being abused at home. And when I would ask him, how is it that you stay? How is it that you subject yourself to that type of lifestyle? His answer to me always was, well, she did it gradually. She planted these things gradually. One time we were having a disagreement and I was really upset because I had put my foot down and I said, you're going to move out. You're going to move in with me and my son. You're going to live in the house that you gave us the money for, yada, yada, yada. And I swear I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. Like he wasn't even responding to me, right? And he says to me, okay, and how far do you think you're going to get when you go out there? You're middle-aged. You think now's the time for you to be starting over again? Yet he would so eloquently say that she was the one planting these seeds in his mind. No, dear loved ones, no YouTube family, that is not the case. And sometimes they will tell you in an indirect way and you don't even know it. You don't know it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a psychological expert. I'm not a doctor, but how am I supposed to know to psychoanalyze this person that is constantly feeding me this crap? It's crap. And it's wrong. And even Dr. David Markham says it is wrong to do that to a person because let me tell you, YouTube family, loved ones, if you are that type of premeditated individual, you're seeking out for self. The sociopath and narc, they're seeking out for themselves. They want what they want, which is the ultimate grand prize, which is us, right? because they're so obsessed and they're so fixated on us. We've given them life, and we've given them, and we're so vivacious, and we're so beautiful, and we're so smart. And yes, we are. So toot your damn horn, because you are. But it's not fair for somebody to do that to you. It nowhere in God's principles or in life's principles does it say, is it okay for you to manipulate another person to your benefit? No. If I'm going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to be the most honest and utmost person that I can be, and I'm going to give everything in this relationship, then you should be expected to do the same. And if you can't, and if you're not willing, then you shouldn't even be messing with anybody. You should be alone. You should die alone, because it's not fair for you to be doing that to another person. That is abuse. That is premeditative. That is sought out only for their specific benefit and intention. That is not fair to us as victims at all. Nowhere is it written that it's fair for you to do that to another individual. Nowhere. So I'm here to say covert narcissism and covert abuse is real. It can happen. It just happened to me. I lived 10 months of my life under this warped trance of mine that, yes, I subjected myself to, and I will tell you, I will be the first to tell you, I was needy, I was lost, I wanted to be loved so bad. I am a healing codependent. I'm trying to find life in myself, reality, with just being okay by myself. And that's okay. It's okay to be by yourself. Sometimes it's the safest place to be, obviously, and not be so dependent on the other person. Because I'm learning that when I can stand strong, and when you do these affirmations, I promise you, when you're hearing the constant reiteration of how great you are, it starts to become your reality. So you gain strength from that. You gain purpose from that. You gain love, self-love that armors you against these people. Because otherwise it's so hard to armor. How do you know? No one knows until they've gone through it. And Dr. David Markham says it's so wrong for the sociopath / covert narcissist to put you in that predicament where we're constantly self-doubting. Oh my God, is it me? These are the things that I'm saying. I'm so heinous. I'm so mean. I'm so, vindictive. I have to be, because this person isn't treating me like that. Of course they're not. Of course they're not, YouTube family. Of course they're not, loved ones. They're sitting there and they're looking at you and they're going, ha 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 ha, dummy. Because they got one up on us. Because it's a power play. They see us in their lives as a game. Envision a game board, right? We're just game pieces to them. They don't want connection. They don't want a relationship. No, they want to manipulate those game pieces to win. To win what? To win power. Because without power, without a sense of power, they have no sense of self-worth, which is what we're lacking at the same time. So that's what draws them to us. They have no sense of self-value. They have no self-love. So we need to armor ourselves with and equip ourselves with these things that we are in so dire need of, to where we don't need to seek that out from somebody else. Whether it be our relationships with our family members, our relationships with our kids, our relationships with a loved one, our relationships with our parents. We are not in need. And I am here to say covert narcissist abuse is real. My covert narcissist / sociopath came into my life, made the utmost utter promises, showed up at every angle, did everything for me and my child that you can imagine, was a true partner day in, day out. Sociopaths typically enjoy playing that role. And they enjoy the juggle because they get bored very, very easy. But could I get a direct, straight, honest answer? No. Could I rely on this person to give me honesty? Negative. Could I ask a direct question at times and even receive a direct answer? Nope. Majority of the time it was diverted with, well, I don't even know if I have a life a plan for my life. Isn't that so sad? Really? Well, then what the heck are you doing in front of me, Willis? Get out of my face. Or, I can't, there's no way I can leave my kids. Really? You could have told me that 10 months ago when you asked me to be your girlfriend and swore up and down that we were going to be together because you were going to file the divorce. Come to find out, there was never any talks of a divorce. There was never even intent for them to separate. There was nothing, loved ones, nothing, YouTube family, nothing there that even indicated that there was a problem, according to her mother, his mother-in-law, because he is a sheep in wolf's clothing. He is a covert narcissist, has very high sociopathic tendencies, scored an 87 on a quiz that I took. Am I dating a sociopath? And it was an 87. So I clearly think that, yeah, he's a sociopath and he's a covert narcissist. Do I embrace that I went through something like this? Yes, I am now, because I needed healing. I needed true healing. And I am an advocate for, transformation and change, and because I'm always trying to self-improve. I want to lead a better life than what I was handed. So, do you matter? Yes, you matter to this world because something brought you to this video. So start today. Change your life today. Make the decision that you, within self, first, that you matter, that you're love, that you can radiate love to good, healthy people, that you're worthy of love, because if you need me to say it, you matter, you're worthy, you are enough. So put this video down. Tune in to Louise Hay Meditations, Affirmation. There's another one on YouTube it's really good. It's got like this multicolor screen, and then it says I am enough, and it just reiterates I am enough. I am good enough. I am loving. I am a good person. All positive things. Arm yourself, and every morning wake up and find out how you feel. Start with yourself first. Ask those, concrete questions to self first. Okay, how do I feel right now? It's okay. It's a legitimate question. Us victims that have been abused and we've been left abandoned, we've always worried about what the other person in our lives is feeling, what they are experiencing. Do they feel rejected? Are they hurting? And if so, we've either A, catered to that, or B, adjusted to that. So we kind of have no sense of self. Don't allow that to become your reality and your existence. You are better than that, YouTube family and loved ones. You are. God loves you. People love you. God loves you. And you have a purpose because he put you on this earth. So do not let the covert narcissist, sociopath take control. It's very difficult. I know. I was in what I considered a mental trance of some sort. Like when we were together, it was just me and him, and life was grand, because like I said, he showed up. He was my best friend. He was my partner. Yes. Calling me all the time, talking to me about parenting stuff, telling me stories about his kids. I mean, really connecting. They really play the part, but they really have no concrete desire and there's no solid, investment. It's not an investment. It's a power play. It's like how much can I manipulate? Because that feeds their ego. That feeds their sad existence. They're sick. They're mentally sick, loved ones in YouTube family. And we don't have to take that on. We don't. We don't have to be the ones to fix them. As a woman, yes, we want to fix, we want to tend to. But that's not your job with a man. That man should come into your life and he should add or enhance your life further, to make your life blossom, to make you blossom as a woman, because you're so beautiful and radiant just the way you are. And then this man wants to come and add more value to that radiance and that beauty. And he wants to make you flourish by being your support, by being your partner, by being loyal and integral.